Yes, we're finally live, I believe. Oh dear. Right. I will just... There we go. I will be with you shortly. Right. Hopefully we're live. We've just had another problem that we had last week. Couldn't get on. But hopefully we're all right. Hi Sylvia. Hi Chris. I think I can see you both there. Hopefully we're on. Right. So, good evening and welcome. It's Lorna Carter from Lorna Carter's Creations, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based here in the UK. Right. Oh, I can do without all these problems with technology. But we'll get there. I don't know what's up with it. I don't know whether it's Facebook. I don't know if it's my phone. But we're on. That's the main thing. We're up and running. Right, so this evening, oh bless you Chris, oh, you can always get me on catch up, so don't worry about that. Right, so this evening we're going to be using the Nature's Harvest stamp set and Daffodil Daydream stamp set. Now, I was going to do my MDF shape as well as cards, but unfortunately I've not had chance to finish my MDF shapes, so I thought I would do my MDF shapes next week. So hopefully I can get them sorted. We've been a bit hectic this weekend, so I'm just going to do my cards, and then say next week we'll hopefully I'll do my MDF shapes. Right, so we're using all springtime colours. We're back to the pool party, I'm afraid. I just love that colour, and I love it when it's blended with, this is Daffodil Delight. Oh, excuse me. So yes, so we're going to create this background, and we're going to stamp the image on. We're going to do a bit of heat embossing. We're just going to have a bit of fun, really, see what we can do. And you can use this background for anything. So, right, so that's the two. That's the Mother's Day card I've done with the Nature's Harvest. I've also used Versailles, the stamp set in the background, and I have used the Daffodil Delight, the splatters, the dottage, the whatever it is. And then the same background with Versailles, and I've used a Daffodil Daydream and used that as an Easter card. And then just inside I've just used very second generation with Stamp the Leaves, and then got Best Wishes in that one, and the Mother's Day is Have a Beautiful Day. So that's what we're going to have a go at. I think we might make a birthday card, but the same sort of backgrounds. So I think that's what we're going to do. Just trying to get everything. So the colours we're using tonight. So the inks I've got is Pool Party, Daffodil Daydream, Daffodil Delight. That is the ink pad, not the stamp set. Pear Pizzazz and Crumb Cake. So those are the four colours we're going to be using. I've got my blending brushes ready to go, and then I'm using 3 colours of the watercolour pencils. We've got Old Olive, Pacific Point and Daffodil Delight. So that's the colours we're going with tonight. So if I just pop the pencils out of the way. I haven't got my card cut yet, so I'll just quickly cut that. So I've got a piece of basic white, so we need 4 pieces, and this will be 10 centimeters by 14.3. So if I just 14.3, just cut that in nearly half, and then 10. The brain just went then. So we need 4 of those, one for the outside to blend on, and one for the inside for the greeting. Just get rid of those. And this is just the standard basic white. Which side of that side I've got? 14.3. That's that one. And then 10. And 10. There we go. Right, so that's the 4 pieces, and then I've got a piece of Pool Party and we want that landscape, and we're going to cut at 14.8. Then we're going to score landscape way at 10.5. So I'll just get the base cards done, and that's all finished with 10.5. There we go. So that is all the card that we need to cut. Right, I've got a piece of scrap, and I'm obviously gonna do one at a time. Right, so I'm going to start with the Pool Party, and I've got my blending brush at the ready. Okay, so you can do this however. I've just done it diagonally, and then I've done the Pool Party first and come in with the Daffodil Delight. So we'll go in just gently. Black piece on there. Just going to go in, tap, 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 just tap the excess. Not that I've got a lot of excess, because I still haven't re-inked my ink pad. But just keep blending. And you don't think there's any colour there, but there is. So, it's Facebook, is it? I've never had, it's only last week that I've really had a problem, and I just couldn't get on whatsoever. So I'm just going to turn that round and just do the diagonal corner. Now we're going to stamp over this, so like me being impatient, like I normally am. Just get, that's better. Just a bit of colour on. Just going to darken this bit. Right, as soon as I've got that colour out, we're going to go in. We'll do the other one while we're on. And just give it some colour. I don't know what it is, I just love this colour. I really do. There we go. Hi Shaz, thanks for watching. Hope everybody's okay. You know what I'm like with my blending. That'll do. That'll do for the pool party. We've got a bit of colour on. So I'll just pop that down, and we're going to get the Daffodil Delight out. Just swap my brush. I'm just going to turn that over. Right, so this is quite a lot brighter. So it's a matter of just stamping off. Tapping off on this side. And then I'm just going to blend it in to the pool party. And you get that nice greeny effect. Got little bits floating about tonight. So just straight on. Okay, so you can just see we have a coloured background, albeit faint, fairly faint. I don't want it bright and in your face. I just want it just subtle. So you're making Andrew's birthday card. Nice one. And I think I know which stamp set you'll be using for that. Can't think what it's called either. So we're nearly done. Just so we've got that colour on there. So we've got the background to go with. There we go. Right. So I'm just going to put those to one side. For now, I've finished with the blending. Right. I'm just going to open this up. And I'm going to put my 2 pieces of card. I'm going to do 2 cards at once. Right. So, I know I said it's the Daffodil Daydream and Nature's Harvest. Those are the 2 main focal images. But I'm going to bring in Nature's Harvest, not Nature's Harvest, Very Versailles. We're going to use these lovely leaves, and then this calligraphy. It's a lovely, lovely background stamp, this. You can do it subtle, you can do it brighter, it's lovely. So, just bear with me. So we're going to go in with the calligraphy. Pop that on a block. Right, so we're going in with Crumb Cake. If she can... Oh no, it's not Crumb Cake. Oh no. This is Crumb Cake. We're going to go in, and because I've got those 2 there, I'm stamping off. I'm just going to get another piece of scrap, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to do, I want to do the second, use the second generation, because otherwise it's a little bit dark. So what we're going to do, if I just do it on there, I think you can see on there. So we're just going to ink up the stamp. Just make sure I have it. It's okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stamp off and then stamp on. Now this is just random. Do it wherever you want. I try and get it as level as possible. On a card like this I would. And then I just keep picking bits up from everywhere. I'm going to go diagonally. See, I've got a bit darker there, but never mind. And then I'm just going to go in with a little bit for each corner, like so. I don't know if you can just see. So it's just a background with stamping. Stamp off. I'll do it the same sort of thing. Like so. And then there we are. That's a bit more. So that's the calligraphy side of it done. I'll just clean. Oh, I have got my. There it is. My chamois. I'm just going to clean that off because I need to use. So I can peel that one off. I'll just put that one away. And I'll bring out the leaf. For the record, I knew. I just couldn't think of the name of it. Great for somebody like Andrew. Right, so this is Pear Pizzazz. We're going to do the same. I want second generation. So I'm just going to ink up. Stamp off. Then we're just going to stamp anywhere, basically. Just anywhere. Like so. Just gives it a subtle background. Just like so. Thanks, Sylvia. It's just something different. I like creating. I was thinking about doing a one sheet wonder like this, but then I thought, oh, it might take me ages to blend a full sheet. So that's why I decided to do individual. But you could blend. You could make it. I might do it one day. I might do it with some nice bright colours. I do like a one sheet wonder, I must admit. So just a little bit more just down there, and that. It's just very subtle because we're going to be stamping obviously the main image over. And what I find with these cards, because sort of Easter cards, I do send a few out, and it is nice because these are flat. I've got no dimensionals on it, nothing. It is basically stuck down with the Tombow with the glue, so it just goes in the envelope, and there's no extra postage on them. Right. I know what I should have done actually while I had that. I'll do it. I'll just get it out quickly, sorry. I was going to do everything together when I had my stamps out, and I keep forgetting. So we'll stamp the inside while we've got it. And we're going to do at the bottom and at the top, just very subtly. That's all it takes, just a little bit of decoration. And I do like a leafy stamp. I love this stamp set, I must admit. I love it, love it, love it. It's great for this sort of thing. Right, we'll try again. I'll pop this away. I'll take that off so I can put my main image. Right, okay. So I have Nature's Harvest. Love that. Absolutely adore this stamp. It's lovely. And then I've got the Daffodil Daydream. I will get it right. Right, so I'm just going to put the insides to one side. We'll come back and do the sentiments in there in a while. Right. So we're going to go in. Now, what I'm using StazOn. The reason I'm using StazOn is because I am using watercolour pencils. Now, even though I'm only using the basic white card, I am not putting a lot of water on at all. Only a tiny bit. Sometimes it doesn't need it. It's your own. It's how you like it. But a few of them I haven't, because I made a few of these. I haven't used water at all. I've just coloured it with the pencils. Right. So I'm going to go in. This is with StazOn. There we go. Really striking. Very bold, but once it's coloured, it just it calms down a bit. It doesn't look all in your face like it does at the moment. Right, so that one, we've done that one, and I'm going to go in, just swap those over, and then we're going to use the Nature's Harvest. So just ink it up. And then we might actually, I'm going to go in slightly different on this one, because I might go in and do, so we've got that one there. Keep forgetting the plastic thing on the top. Just going to ink it up again, and I'm just going to do a little bit more. Just catch the edge, I think. Like so. Just so it's got a little bit more. I'll just clean that off. So that is the two backgrounds we've got. Just clean this off. Makes a right squeaky noise. Oh dear. Right. Now I'm going to sit down. And I'm going to colour. Now once again, you don't have to be an artist for this. I find it very therapeutic. So I'm just picking up, I've got the old olive, and basically I'm just going to lay a bit of colour down. I've just sharpened them just before I came on. I maybe shouldn't have, but never mind. Oh, it's alright. I don't want to press too hard and break them. So we're just putting a bit of colour on. And say this one's Old Olive. These are from the there's 2 packs of watercolour pencils in the annual catalogue, and there's a one with 13 and there's one with 10, and this is the pack that has the 13 in. So I'm just giving it a little bit of colour. Once you've blended that ink, this card is just, it feels so smooth, it feels lovely. And then just at the back, just take your time. So you don't have to use water, you can just leave it like this. You actually, when you get close, you wouldn't really know, to be honest. It's just nice. And once you've coloured over, it just, the background stamps that we've stamped over sort of seem to disappear. You don't actually see them. You're concentrating on the, you know, the main focal image. So I'm just going to go down there as well. So if you want to, I'm not going to actually go in with water on this one, I don't think. We'll see how the yellow comes out. So this one is Daffodil Delight. And I'm just going in. I'm not being careful really, I'm just putting that colour on. Just to add a bit of darkness. Just a bit, press a bit harder to get a different shade. And then just go around and do the rest. But as you can see, it soon comes together and it starts to pop. Once you've got that colour on, it does pop. And I just thought it was quite a simple card. So that's the bud, and then I'll just do this one. There we go. I'm not being fussy at all. We're just there we go. So I'm just going to darken up the bits that be darker, so you don't even have to do that. So as you can see, it soon gets to pop. So that's, and I don't need any water on there at all. So that is the Daffy's done. And I'm no good, I don't know what sort of flower this is. It's a very pretty flower and it looks daisy-like to me, but I'm no good. I like to see flowers, but I don't know the names. So we're just going to go in. Just going to go in a bit darker at the bottom. Same with these. Just put a little bit extra pressure on. I soon blunt them. And you can see where it needs to be darker, because obviously the image is shaded for you. Just going to put a little bit in there on that one. I know it's probably not that. Okay, so it's popping already. So then we'll do the green. Just taking it steady. And then just there we go. Say I found this really, I could quite happily just sit and colour in all day. Very therapeutic. We'll put a little bit of water on this just to show you, but we don't put a lot on at all. Just, and then I do think these colours, I think they're lovely and they all go together really nicely. Leaf that, and then a bit of green. There we go. So that is the green done, and then I'm going to go in with Pacific Point. Now I'm just going to put just some lines. This is where we'll use the water, and I'll show you. But I'm just gonna, I don't know what colour they're supposed to be, but I like the blue. So that's all we're doing, is just putting some lines in, just round, and then just down like that. Oh, I don't know. Oh, you see, you lot are all botanical and all into your flowers. Oh dear. Oh, what colour would they be then, Chris? I'm not even pronouncing it, because I'll make a fool of myself. But I just think it was the blue I thought would pop on the background. That's why I did it blue. But yeah. Hi Lydia. You don't have to apologise for being late. Don't you worry. Right. So we've roughly, I don't know if that bit's supposed to be what colour it's supposed to be, but it's green. Hey, we can colour it whatever. So that's done. So what I'm going to do, just to show you, I've got my little pot. I have used it earlier, so it's a bit yellow, but, and my little brush. I've just got a tissue here, so I'm just going to, I know it sounds daft, I'm just going to dab quite a bit off, and then I'm just gonna go in, and it does, the colour does move. You'll see better on the when I do the blue. Right, so the blue moves quite nicely. You can see it. It's not a lot of water at all. The basic white doesn't like loads of water, whereas your shimmery white, that's what I used, I think it was last week, to stamp and paint. That's good for watercolouring. And obviously the I think it's the Fluid 100. So it is just moving the colour. Very slightly. But I say you can make it, you can paint it any colour you want, it doesn't matter. It's the image there for you to colour. So I've just left a bit of white in there, but it just makes it pop that bit darker colour. So I say we haven't used a lot of water at all. Let's put my lid back on there. Echinacea. Is that right? Does that sound good? Oh, they come in different colours. Ah, burnt orange with brown. Ah, right, okay. I've learnt something new. Every day's a school day. But yeah, I've just done them blue. I just thought it really popped on that background. So that is basically it for the colouring. So those two are what have we got. Just it is fairly simple, quick. I'm just taking my time. I'm just having a plodding evening. Right, so we need sentiment on here. Now I'm going to make one a happy birthday card, and I think I'm going to do another Mother's Day card. So I've got my Happy Mother's Day on there. I know what I didn't put on. I've got it there to do. My splats. You can do it any way you want. You can put blends, splat the blends. You can do it like that, or I'm just going to go over just with the like the splat out of Daffodil Daydream, this one here. So I'll just go over it with that. You see, on Nature's Harvest, we could have used this one, but that needs second generation stamping, because otherwise I think it would be a bit too in your face. Right, so just let me quickly do this. I forgot this bit. So all I did, what have I done with me? I don't know what I've done with my other scrap of paper, never mind. So all I did, second generation again, I'm just going anywhere, just gives it something a little bit different. I'm doing the Daffodil Delight in the yellowy bits, and then I'm going to do Pool Party in the Pool Party bits, if that all makes sense. I just pick this up. Any way you like, doesn't matter. So I've done it with that. Just gives it just something a bit different. I say you can do your blends like I've shown you before. What am I looking for? That's what I'm looking for. Just to quickly clean my stamp. And we'll just go in I think, oh, that's all right. We can go in full strength with this, purely because it wants re-inking. And it just gives it, I'll just do a little bit more in there. Didn't see that bit. Yeah. So it just gives it just that little bit texture, I suppose. I don't know. Because I've stamped off, I just want to stamp off before I stamp on with this one. Never mind. So I'm just go in. And it just gives a really nice finish to your background. So that's that bit. I'll just clean that off. Right. So you never guess what we're going to do for the sentiments. We're going to heat emboss again. I'm getting a bit boring, aren't I? Heat embossing every week. Oh dear. Never mind. I have put those up there. Scrap paper up there. So I've got 2 little scraps of black. I have, oops, sorry, I'm knocking the camera. I have my embossing buddy. So I'm just gonna go over just to make sure it's got all the fingerprints and greasiness off. So I'm going in white on black again. I do like it. We're going with Versailles, the watermark stamp pad. So we'll bring in Happy Mother's Day. So we're going to just ink that up. And we're just going to stamp it down. There we go. I'm going to put that through the powder before I do the other one. Just going to get the lid off. So I'm just going to put that in. Yeah, it's only got one little piece that's gone awry. See if I've got a steady enough hand. There we go. That's ready then. And then we're going to go in with Happy Birthday. And I am using the Happy Birthday from Artistically Inked. This one. It's very simple. And it's just a nice size. So we're just going to mount that. Oh, look at me. Guess what? Cat hairs. Kitty glitter. Pop that on there. And then just ink that up. Like so. Versailles, I love Versailles. You don't have to do anything with it. You can just stamp it. It's like a watermark stamp. It's lovely. It gives a really nice effect for like backgrounds. I'll clean them off in a second. In with the, oops, I'm getting it everywhere. Getting it everywhere. I'm ready to open another one, really. But the powder lasts such a long time. I think that must have been from last time. That'll be fine. So I'll just put the top back on there, because otherwise it'll be going everywhere. Right. So I am going to use my tweezers, if I can find them. Just get me, oh, I can't get it off the hook. I'm just going to turn it, be a little bit noisy in a second, but I'm just going to warm it up first. But this, as I keep saying, it never ceases to amaze me, this. Right, here we go. I could sit and watch this all day long. There we go. Put the other one up. I'm blowing everything everywhere. Never mind. Fabulous, that is. I love it. Absolutely love it. And to think, when I first started, I wouldn't even have dared done that. Not a chance. Right, so what we're going to do is I'm just going to cut down, and I'm going to get my big scissors. We're just going to put straight down. I haven't done that very straight, I know I haven't. I could tell as soon as I started. Oh, do I? Now I'm going to have to go in. It's a bit wibbly wobbly, I haven't got. That's better. That's not too bad. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to split them up. The happy and the birthday. I might even chop them down a little bit more in a second. So, the Happy Mother's Day, I think I'm going to keep as one. But we're going to just fussy cut. Moving the card, leaving the scissors. Just like so. And then round. You don't need any dies for this. It looks as nice. Cut out. So if you're just starting out, there we go. We've just fussy cut. Happy Mother's Day. So that's that one. Right. Now I'm not putting any ribbon on or anything. I have got one. I haven't got one to show you. But I did make one using same background, not using the stamps but using the die cuts from the the Harvest dies, I think they're actually called, and I might do a quick one next week as well as the MDF, and I just coloured with inks and little daubers just to get a bit of colour on, and I thought that was nice, and I actually put ribbon on those. So yes, I'm not really a ribbon fan, 'cause you know what I'm like with my bow tying. Not very good, not very good. Right, so I think I'm going to go in. We're going to have Happy Mother's Day on that one. And I'm going to go in and do Happy Birthday on this one. Somewhere like... And I just think these sentiments on the black card embossed with white. Really pop. I really do like them. Right, so I'm getting down my glue. Let's see how we get on. There we go. We're rocking and rolling. So, as I say, all put on with glue, so that they're very flat, fabulous to post, pop in the post. So I'm just going to put, make sure it's more or less straight. So we've got a Happy Mother's Day, and then we'll do just a little bit of glue. Hopefully straight. It's not very straight, that. That might be okay. When you're not stood over it, I struggle to see sometimes. And then, go on. Pop the birthday underneath. Like so. Right, let's pop it all together. Oh, we've got the sentiments to do on the inside of the cards. So I think we'll go for the Happy Mother's Day again. I quite liked the where's my Very Versailles gone? There we go. On Very Versailles we have this lovely Have a Beautiful Day, and I think that's quite nice. That's a lovely for Mother's Day. So I'll just take that stamp out, and then I'm going to go in with, I think we'll go in with Best Wishes again, since I've got the stamps out because I haven't looked. In fact, no. Let me get my peaceful moments. We'll do something different. We'll pop wishing you every happiness this special day will bring for the birthday card. Just let me, that one's, don't need that one. I'll take that one off. Pop that one on there. Just pop these away as I go, because otherwise I'll lose them. And there's nothing worse than losing a stamp. Just quickly clean that one off. The Versailles. Just off those. Take that one off. That can go in there. Trying to be tidy. I'm trying to be a good girl as I go. Right. Oh, I may as well just do that while I'm at it. And it's all done. Get the Versa mark off there. Yeah, that's that. Put that to one side. And that on there. Right. Okay. So we have a Beautiful Day. Now, I had one of my I wondered where it had gone. This is the one I used yesterday. And I thought, I couldn't remember what I'd done with it. Right, so I'm just going to make sure I've got this straight on my block. So I'm just using Memento just to stamp these. I'm just going to go in. I'm just going to it's not far off. That's not far. I know it doesn't look like it's level, but it just about is. Just do this one. Nothing worse than a wonky sentiment inside. And I know this one, that's just just a little bit, so it wants to be up at the right. No worries. Right, let's go for it. Ink that up. And I'm just going to move it down to the right, just so it looks a little bit, oh, it is off kilter a little bit. It's on the wonk. It's alright, doesn't look too bad. So that's that one. And then we'll go in with Have a Beautiful Day. Let me see if I can. Yeah, that's quite good. I'm quite pleased with that one. That's come out quite straight. Right, let's stick it all together. I'm going to put on the front, I'll show you them in a second, the little, I've showed you them in the past weeks, the little like brass butterflies. They're really sweet. So we're going to put a couple of those on. Right. So we can now go in. Where's my bone folder? I'm just going to take that away. That's my bone folder. Done. That's it. Okay, so let's see if I can get the sentiments in the right cards. I've done this before and messed it up. Oh dear, right. Let's go for it. So a little bit of glue. And I know what I haven't done, and that is stamp my envelopes when I was stamping. Oh dear. Keep thinking I'm going to do all the stamping all together all at once, and then I forget something. Okay, so there we go. So Have a Beautiful Day. That was going to be the Mother's Day card. Let me get the Mother's Day picture on the front on. Before I put it on the wrong one. So there we go. We don't need anything round it because we've got, sometimes it's nice to put a different colour behind, but because you've got the yellow as well as the pool party, it stands really nice. It just sets off on its own. So that's that one. Pop that inside in the birthday. And as I say, next week I'm going to do the, I will get the do the MDF love heart. I'll get it finished off and then we'll do that next week. Just a nice little gift. You can put whatever sentiment you want on. You can leave it as it is. But I was going to do the same sort of thing. Let me get me thinking at on. Black card with white writing. That's what I was going to do. But I want it to be right. I want to see what stamps I've got. I mean, I suppose it could just say happy birthday, it doesn't matter. But I just want to see what we have, what I've got. So what we've used tonight, a bit of ink, a few stamps, heat embossed, embossing powder and Versailles. We've used the watercolour pencils just to colour. And it makes a smashing card just to go in the post. So there's the happy birthday. I'm just gonna stamp and do the envelope. So I've done that. But that's the birthday card. And that is the Mother's Day card. And I hope you'll agree with me, quite straightforward and quite simple, but very effective. Right, just let me get my envelopes because I've got my... Oh, I know we want to put butterflies on. Right, so we're going to go with the inside. We're going to use these leaves, and we're just going to stamp the leaves on the front. Bring my scrap of paper in. Just bear with me while I put all my blooming stamps away, didn't I? Silly me. Okay, so there we go. And we'll just decorate. I'm going to go in full strength on the envelope. And then we'll go. Let's have a look. So we've decorated the front and the back, just very subtly. I think I might have done on the other ones, I might have done it slightly different. I think I did. I think I actually stamped the image and just put a bit of, coloured it with a bit of pencil. The watercolour pencils. But we're doing it just different. I like to see a pretty envelope. I do. So let me just clean my stamp. I'll just put that to one side. I shall bring in my lovely, these are the little brass butterflies, and they're really fairly thin. They look really chunky from the front, but they're not. They're really fine, really thin. So they post quite alright. So they'll be alright on your cards. So let's have a look. So we'll put where's Miss? There he is. So take your pick tool. Ooh, decisions. So we'll put oh, decisions. I'll pop in there. So I've just got 3. Well, it just finishes it off, just gives it that little bit of just something different. Flutterbys. There we go. So just finishes it off. Just put those in there. And they're from the New Mini catalogue. I'm just going to show you what we'd just pop those up there out the way a second. So we have the Nature's Harvest stamp set and the Harvest dies. That's what we've used on that one. The stamps. if I get a chance, I'll do a quick card with the die. I might prepare the background because I've shown you how to do the background. We've used the Daffodil Daydream stamp set, and then let's see if I can find, I think it's with the Heart and Home. No, it's not. Just let me, I'll find them to show you. There we go. Page 15 in the mini. There we go. There they are. There they are. Brushed brass butterflies. That's a bit of a mouthful, but that's what they are. Very nice and very effective. So that's what we've used. So I hope you've enjoyed that tutorial with my blends and my card, and I'm just, well, what did I do with them? Oh yeah, so as you can see, I showed you last week, I haven't got any further. This is what we're going to be doing next week. We'll decorate it just a little bit more. We'll put some ribbon or something to hang it up. So just to show you how we did that. So that's what we're doing next week. So if I will, oh thank you Sylvia, I'm pleased you like them. Thank you Izzy, thanks Chris. So I've had a lovely, thanks Lids, I've had a lovely evening. We've managed to get 2 cards made, and say next week we will be back, and we'll be using the Nature's Harvest stamp set on the MDF shapes. So what I'd like to say is thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much if you're watching on catch up, it's much appreciated. Thanks Shaz, and we will catch you next Monday at 8 o'clock for Monday Makes with me, Lorna Carter, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK. Thank you very much. I'll say good evening. Bye.